know, when the crack era came, you know what I'm saying? That was the one of the biggest era of all time, or really, you know what I'm saying? Like the inner city, I would say, that was one of the biggest epic things that happened. You know what I'm saying? And you think about even like the businesses, like if y'all that's familiar with Atlanta, like Walters, that store. You think about when the dope gang came and how much business. Not saying that he don't get none now, no way. Walter done died, but his son running. But how much business he used to get. Everybody flying down here. Eric Sermon them, big shouts out to Eric Sermon, EPMD. Eric Sermon them had the studio down here. I remember up there doing a little work. But during that whole era, something like a shoe store, Walter, Flourish, everybody there. Superstars coming, regular drug dealer, us, selling out a little dope, sell out, go down there, Walters, everybody, Walters. He of that company have never seen anything like the dope era. And they have never since seen anything like it. You know what I'm saying? That time was Walter's peak. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other companies and people too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of businesses grew off dirty money. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know where the money coming from, money green. But if I go sell a kilo of cocaine and then come spend $10,000 at your store, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was. Just straight up, a lot of business grew off dirty money. With that being said, too, man, the crack era, the dope era, that's what we're talking about right now. And I remember when it hit College Park. I remember, my OG homie, you know what I'm saying? He know who I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Who the first person that bought it down to College Park. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to, give it to you right now. You know what I'm saying? I know the OGs that was out there, my OG partners. But, when it comes to making that money, hustling, the first person that brought the dope crack down to College Park was my big homie Virus, man. OG over me. You know what I'm saying? My big homie Virus. So, with nothing else being said, giving home his roses on street credibility, when nobody making no money off the dope until he brought it down to the hood. And then it scattered after that. But my partner Virus, was the first dude getting that money, bring it down to College Park and spread it out, man. Real talk, man. You know what I'm saying? So when I come in the game, like I say, it was hard for me to come into the game because not knowing that my family had money or whatever, because my grandmother was brought up to the College Park by her husband and left. He left her. When I say my grandfather, who I love, rest in peace, he literally left my grandmama. Meaning he got 8 kids. He's cheating, doing his thing. My grandmama stayed in the city that she stayed in. And her, my grandmama, father and grandmother who raised them and things of that nature, they have money. They have land, and they rich, and he didn't want them to see what he was doing and how he was. So he found her a 5-bedroom apartment with, like I said, College Park projects. Some of them have 5-bedroom, but he found her a 5-bedroom apartment up in College Park. You know what I'm saying? And that was away from, 30 minutes away from her family. So we was cut off from the rest of the family. We was the ones that was raised in College Park, the Knoxes. So with us being up there in College Park and, not in, the city where my family originated from, was like more settled and housing, things of that nature. And we was in the hood. I didn't know my family had all this stuff, whatever. I just saying what my partners then were having. And I wanted to have some of that stuff too. You know what I'm saying? My mama was a single parent. Big shouts out to my stepdad, Johnny Jones. But she was a single parent of 3 kids, and she was trying to, live and survive herself as a young parent. So she couldn't get me everything that they got every time they got it. So of course I'm trying to sell drugs, but nobody won't let me in the game because who am I? You know what I'm saying? I have no older brother who's in the game, no other cousin, or none of that. I just have my friends. But all my friends was already in the dope game because they all had older brothers that was already selling. So whoever the big man is, the brother is selling for him. And then it was easy for him to walk up to the big man and say, hey man, my little brother, he want to do something, I got his bag, and then the big man can give him whatever. So at times I went to the big man. Like when my friend go pick up a package, I'm with my partner. And as they doing their thing and we sitting there talking, I just come out. Closed mouth don't get fed. So I just come out and be like, hey man, I'm trying to work. And I remember I was told this on several occasions. No, man, you kill him, little brother. Man, you Dontrece, you kill him, little brother. It was bittersweet, you know what I'm saying? Because my older half sister, Kimberly Harris, I love you, she was already like in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Fighting dudes mostly, whooping their ass, and selling drugs. It's a girl, you know what I'm saying, that went hard. And that's what they knew me by. I was her little brother. So with her being as feisty and mean as she was, even the big time dope dealers that want to hear her mouth on, you gave my little brother some dope, he working for you or anything of May could have came out of that. They didn't want to take no chance or whatever it may be. So they denied me on several occasions on getting any drugs. You know what I'm saying? So when I finally did get somebody to have faith in me, you know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is I remember me and little Tony walking across the field, and this is before we like I say, we got anything. All our friends were selling drugs, had money, hundreds, thousands of dollars, things of that nature, and we were just hanging with them. And I remember we walked across that field together, going to the projects, and he said, hey, Treese, man, don't worry about it, man. We're going to get us some dope one day. And that's crazy because we're only 13. And at 13, staying in College Park projects, that was one thing that a preteen, because we were preteen at that time, that was something that we was looking forward to. So you think about, my life, and you think about people that came up my way life. That was something to look forward to, that one day we were going to get some drugs and be like them and have something. You know what I'm saying? But as time went by and, nobody wouldn't give me anything, it was one person that had faith in me, like Forest Street. And, he going to handle his bid, he going to hustle. This kid is something different about him or, whatever she may thought. Because, yes, it was a girl, you know what I'm saying? And right now to this day, that's my dog. That's my queen bee. Hands go down to her because she is the one who put Black Bart, 3700 OG Black Bart, Dontrece Knox. She the one was one of the first ones that believed in me in anything. I don't care if it was selling drugs. She knew that if it was selling drugs, selling socks, selling cigarettes, selling heaters, selling your soul, but she knew that whatever it was that I was into, I was gonna be good at it, and I was gonna do the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? And she know her boyfriend at the time. You know what I'm saying? She got 2 kids, but I know they don't know they grew up grown and stuff now. But her boyfriend at the time, Stacy Seaborn, and her name is Mumo. Everybody know about Tasha Robinson, man. Big shots out to Tasha, man. You know, you had faith in me. The real talk, man. And she ended up, and actually she was my neighbor. She stayed right next door to me, man. And her boyfriend at the time, they was big as well. They was doing their own thing on my side of town, you know, and on the hilltop. She from the hilltop where I'm from. And but I was hanging with my friends over in the projects, Atlanta Street, College Court, things of that nature. But one day I came home, man, and she was out there. I knew she, you know, her and him were doing their thing. I just went to them, you know, went to both of them at the same time. Like, hey, man, you know, like, I'm trying to work, man. I'm trying to, like, make me some money out here. And nobody won't give me that, man. I'm just trying to put me on. Nobody won't, you know, they doing it for everybody else. And she was like, don't worry about it. We got you. You know, come holler at me tomorrow this time. She's right next door to me, man. So the next day I went and knocked on the door, man. And ever since then, when she, a woman, just like your mama, when she showed me how to get money, I haven't stopped getting money since. I just changed the hustle up. You know what I'm saying? So that's real talk, man. And during that time, you know, when it hit, everybody didn't hold their head above water. And that's when we, you know, that's how we got crackheads, J's, and cluckers. You know what I'm saying? Jackhead, J's, and cluckers. You know what I'm saying? And I had to take it to the West Coast to my partners over there, BG Nation. What's up, homie? But Fiends, you know what I'm saying? New Orleans, Fiends, you know, however, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Video Way. But yeah, once it hit, man, you know, things, of course, everybody know things went wild, man, you know. While I'm out there selling, you know, the people that ended up on it, and, you know, thinking about it, y'all know, was the community. You know what I'm saying? So us as drug dealers, that's one thing that I am ashamed of, because at one point I was a person that helped destroy the community. You know what I'm saying? And since then I gave back and helped build up a lot of shit. But like I say, you know, it tore down the community, man. And that was one of the reasons that I stopped selling crack. You know, for everybody to, you know, as they learning me, you know, once I got out of Augusta Youth Development Center, I went back to selling drugs. I was 16, y'all. And I couldn't do it anymore for the simple fact that the guys that cut my hair when I was a little boy, when I went down the road as a juvenile for the year or whatnot and came back, it happened that quick, and came back, those same guys that cut my hair, now they all on the crack. And they, you know, trying to cut hair for lesser money and teeth falling out. And I was just looking at the women and, you know, my friend's mother is only all that really like put a toll on me. You know what I'm saying? Cause I helped do that. I helped destroy. So that was a down part of my life once I realized, you know, what I had done is, you know, what I had helped other drugs dealers do. And that's when everything really turned. You know what I'm saying? That's when everything really turned. Like, I started robbing the drug dealers. No, it was just straight up, man. I started robbing the people that was polluting the hood, like, just as I was. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened, man. You know what I'm saying? Boom, you know, all that. And to be honest with you, that's how the robbery came about. I started robbing all the drug dealers, you know. And like I say, man, the crack itself destroyed a lot of stuff, communities, and people out there. Now, it was a lot of fun at that age, you know, that we thought we weren't doing any damage and stuff, you know what I'm saying, even to ourselves, you know. But the women that got on the crack, you know, us young guys, of course, at that time, A lot of the OG guys too, though, but we took advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, we started having sex with the crackheads, the junkies, for the drugs. And you have to keep in mind when you say slept with a crackhead or used to fuck the junkies, um, and get some head from a strawberry, or however you want to say it, man. But I can say this, and I can't speak for any other state or any other city. Just speaking on what I seen and what we did. A lot of us, myself, a lot of my friends, y'all know who y'all are, slept with crackheads. A woman that smoked crack. Think about it. I'm gonna say it in a way that tampers with your nerve. You have slept next to a woman that smoked crack. And it felt good, didn't it? Excuse me. But the thing is about that, man, like I said, a lot of my friends done it, I done it, and millions of people that was in the streets when the women started getting on the drugs and didn't have the money, they come up to you, it'd be a desperate attempt of getting a hit of crack. And it'd be most of the time be the last attempt when they come up to you with no money, they offer sex. Now, not everybody win that last attempt. Some people come right off the rip because they was already freaks before they got on the crack. Yeah, they'll have $20 in their pocket, want to keep it. Like, let me suck that dick. No, I'm just kidding. But all of us hood street partners that was out there when that era came, they did start having sex with the junkies and the crackheads and strawberries of that nature. But I have to say this. When it came in my city, the crackheads, the strawberries, the junkies, they wasn't crackheads at the time. Meaning, they smoked the dope, but they wasn't all gone. And teeth missing and drawed up and all that stuff to get that label crackhead at that time. Follow me, y'all. That women understand what I'm saying. So with that being said, I'm standing on the block, and here go my seventh grade teacher. You know what I'm saying? And I've been out of school for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And she's still teaching 7th grade. But now she don't got on the crack. But she's still bad. Look, just like when I had a crush on her, I bring her that apple. But that's how things was happening, man. The school bus driver. Y'all got to keep in mind, like I told y'all earlier, during that whole WrestleMania and Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair and all that, we had those wrestlers coming to College Park, buying drugs and stuff. Man, we got flight attendants that work right at the airport. You know what I'm saying? That can leave from the airport. College Park Station is the first station after the airport in my city. And my projects is 4 minutes from 2 minutes from the police station and 3 minutes from College Park Station, train station. So those flight attendants, bad as hell, is coming down to the projects, pulling up. Of course, they got money, this. But at times, man, them folk live in Colorado. And they on the crack. You see what I'm saying? And they come down to on their flight, come down to Atlanta College Park, and they got an overlay for 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? So things was happening like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we did have sex with the junkies, the cluckers, the strawberries, the crackheads, but vouching for all my partners that did it in College Park. During that time when it happened, man, those wasn't crackheads yet, man. They had just got on the dope and they were still fine, had their teeth, and things of that nature, man. But what I can't vouch for is when that shit turned and them teeth got the falling out and that face got the looking like that, I went there. I don't know who was still there doing their thing, but I wasn't doing my thing no more. For real, man. Thank y'all, man, for tuning in to another great episode of Underground Source TV with your host, TV and film producer Dontrece Knox, a.k.a. Black Boy 3700, College Park Project. Stand up!